Hey guys, we're here with another Mason prophecy in a time. This is part 4 or part 3 of this series. I'm gonna be upload mode about this series and every day. And I also gonna update you on my anime series, but anyway, let's get in the video. You know, the link will be in the down below. How many time we got? Alright.
In 2011, an increase in mass animal deaths
Well, y'all know go watch the
began to be
original
reported
video.
from all over the world. The first report came on January the 1st, 2011, when 5,000 blackbirds fell from the sky dead in Beebe, Arkansas. That marked the beginning of an animal apocalypse that has been continuing until now, and at times hundreds of thousands to millions of animals have died suddenly. For instance, on March 8th, 2011, millions of dead fish appeared in the King Harbor Marina in Redondo Beach, California. On July 6th, 2012, 60 million oysters perished, leaving farmers broke in Quang Ninh, Vietnam. On March 21st, 2013, millions of dead prawns washed up in Chile. On January the 26th, 2014, 10 million scallops washed up dead in the waters near Vancouver, Canada. And just recently, it has been reported that over 120,000 Saiga antelopes have died since mid-May in Kazakhstan. I'm really just giving you the tip of the iceberg here. The list goes on and on. Here is the newsletter from which I'm getting this information. And each bullet point is one instance of thousands or millions of animals dying at a time. I'll leave a link to this newsletter in the description box. So the question is, what does this have to do with Bible prophecy? The answer lies in Luke chapter 21 verse 11, which states, "There will be great earthquakes, famines and pestilences in various places, and fearful events, and great signs from heaven." The increased animal die-offs we have been experiencing since 2011 definitely fall into the category of fearful events. What's more, Hosea chapter 4 verses 1 through 3 touches more on this. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, you Israelites, because the Lord has a charge to bring against you who live in the land. There is no faithfulness, no love, no acknowledgement of God in the land. There is only cursing, lying, and murder, stealing and adultery. They break all bounds, and bloodshed follows bloodshed. Because of this, the land dries up, and all who live in it waste away. The beasts of the field, the birds in the sky, and the fish in the sea are swept away."
That's fat, bro.
This was a message specifically given to the Israel.
I see people back to back cussing, lying. People been lying on the internet for cloud, cussing for cloud. Man, people will kill people for cloud these days.
But it doesn't mean that it doesn't apply to us in our day and age. For example, Romans chapter 15 verse 4 reads, "For everything that was written in the past was written to teach us, so that through the endurance taught in the scriptures and the encouragement they provide, we might have hope." The Old Testament is a lesson book for us, in the hopes that we don't make the same mistakes that the Israelites made. Unfortunately, we are repeating those mistakes, and we are reaping the results. The whole world is under the curse of sin, and mankind has become so selfish that we are destroying ourselves because of our greed. For instance, in the case of the mass animal deaths, 19% are believed to be linked to environmental contamination. That is something that humanity has control over. Because of industry greed and poor waste management, there are many places around the world that have contaminated air, water, and soil. Take the Citarum River in Indonesia, for example. More than 500,000 people are directly affected, and up to 5 million people are indirectly impacted by chemical pollution in the Citarum River basin in West Java. Lead, aluminum, manganese, and iron concentrations in the river are several times higher than world averages because of pollution from industrial and domestic sources.
I'm gonna
Then
pause
let's
it
talk
for a
about climate
second.
change being a factor in mass animal deaths.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna pause here.
And many
Alright,
say
we
that the
back,
vast
guys.
amount of greenhouse gases that
I
humans
just had to
release
take a
into
break
the air
to
are
eat.
responsible for climate change. In theory, greenhouse gases trap heat in the troposphere, the part of the atmosphere where weather occurs, and the global warming they cause affects the Earth's climate systems. This is said to be especially true of carbon dioxide. According to the EPA's website, the main human activity that emits CO2 is the combustion of fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, and oil, for energy and transportation. Although certain industrial processes and land use changes also emit CO2. The main sources of CO2 emissions in the United States include electricity, transportation, and industry. Moreover, temperature spikes in the sea, which may be related to climate change, make marine life more susceptible to disease. And 26% of animal die-offs are believed to be from disease. In addition, the world can only sustain itself for so long. Isaiah chapter 51 verse 6 reads, "Lift up your eyes to the heavens. Look at the earth."
I'm gonna go here, make this other one down and get ready to make ours down.
Wait, why you not put almond in here?